Welcome back. President Donald Trump is preparing to deliver a primetime address to the nation in just a few hours. White House Press Secretary Caroline Leavitt told Fox News the president will talk about his accomplishments and could tease some policy actions that are coming in the new year. Meanwhile, a new national poll released today by Quinnipiac University is giving us an idea about how voters feel about his current policies. Quinnipiac University polling analyst Tim Malloy joining us now to break down these results. Tim, thank you for your time.
Anytime. Glad to be with you.
You know, I always like to ask you the same thing first. Let's talk methodology real quick. Tell us how many people you talked to and when you talked to them.
We got 1,035 with good full answer the poll fully. That's usually the target, 1,000. We did it from the 11th till the 15th of December, so it's fresh off the presses. And we feel confident these are pretty good reading on what people are thinking.
All right, so let's get right to it. How are voters feeling about the president? Let's talk about his approval rating.
Well, his approval rating is 40%, and that's about the only pretty good thing in this entire poll. Now, we must say up front that most presidents in their second term lose little ground. This is a bad poll for the president, from how he handled the military to immigration to the economy to trade to Russia, everything 10 points below underwater, basically. And that's not numbers he wants to see, especially on immigration and the economy, which are two of his major issues. So not a whole lot of red flags, a lot of concern probably tonight, which is why probably tomorrow's address is so key.
Yeah. When we talk about the economy, that's something that a lot of folks are really seeing as their big issue, the thing that they're most concerned about. And Americans not feeling too good about the economy these days, right?
Not at all. About grocery prices. I mean, gas prices are down, but that's the only good thing right now. Yeah, it's trending away from confidence in the president and fixing the economy. In fact, people were asked in our poll, who do you think is really more responsible for the condition of the economy right now, the president or former President Biden? And it is Trump. And right now, there's not a good read on how the economy is doing.
Yeah. You know, one of the things that I also thought was really interesting, especially as we look forward to the midterm election, is how people are feeling about their political parties in terms of Republicans and Democrats and how those lawmakers are performing on Capitol Hill. Talk to us about some of those numbers.
It's pretty interesting. The Democrats right now are not crazy about the Democrats. In other words, they don't it's the lowest approval rating Democrats have given Democrats in many years. However, when you poll all of Americans, independents, Republicans, Democrats, the majority, not by a huge number, majority think the Democrats should run the House. So that speaks to an overall feeling of malaise as far as the Republican Party's performance right now. So it's pretty interesting. I've never seen this before. They don't think they're doing a good job at all, but they want them to run the show.
That's really interesting compared to when you look at the Republicans and how people are feeling about Republicans, particularly how Republicans are feeling about Republican lawmakers. I mean, their numbers completely different from what Democrats are saying.
Republicans are doing okay with each other. You know, there's a little squabble going on, a little family squabble over the holidays for the Democrats right now.
Yeah. Speaking of how people are feeling, I do want to ask you this about the president's use of power. You guys asked folks how they feel about the president, whether or not they think he is overstepping. Talk to us about what they said.
And the question was simple. Is the president exercising way too much power? In other words, is he out over his skis too much, maybe with judicial things or elsewhere? And the answer is yes. Americans right now, American voters, in a fairly substantial number, think he is exercising too much power, more than he should as president.
Interesting stuff. Of course, people can find all of this information on Quinnipiac University poll. Tim, we thank you so much for taking some time out to talk with us.
You're great. Have great holidays. We'll talk to you soon.
All right, you too. Bye-bye.
All right.